All right, we've got another reference page paragraph to show you here. First of all, let's go to our reference page. And if we look at this last paragraph here, it's called index IX. Now, it may not be the last one on your reference page, but you just look down here in the lower left-hand corner, and you'll find the one index IX. And the way this is named is every kind of marker that you include in a particular index will have one of these paragraphs, and it'll be named according to the marker type. So you see it's index, and then it'll have the IX suffix or whatever you choose for the suffix on your index. And we're just going to illustrate that here. I'm going to select the index here. I'm going to go up to the edit menu and choose set up standard index, and I'm just going to include another marker type here. So I'm going to include author, click OK, and then what you can see happens here, and it's actually updating this too, by the way, because I'm already on the reference page. So we'll let it finish here. But what you'll see is it actually added another paragraph up here called author IX, and that's because not only did we include index markers, so you have index IX, but you also have author IX. So we're going to change that back because we don't need that here. But just to let you know, for every kind of marker that you have in your index, you're going to have one of these paragraphs. So let's just put that back. And let's set up standard index. And we'll just double click that to move it over. And of course, it's not going to delete that paragraph from there. We can either delete it manually, or the other thing we can do is just revert to saved, and that's probably what we'll do here. So we're going to revert to saved. We'll go back to the reference pages, and here's our page num building block. So we're on this, and so what we can do here is we can actually add content around the page numbers or in front of them or whatever is appropriate. For example, we might have chapter numbers, chapter number prefixes in our page numbers, and we want to reflect that in the index. So we would just put in the chap num building block, and we might separate that by, say, for instance, a dash. And let's go back to the body pages, and we'll zoom to 100% here, and let's update this. So you can see over here now you're getting the prefixes in front of the page number. So you know this is chapter 1-1. Down here you've got chapter 5-9 and so on. And you'll even see with these compound numbers. Now it can be a little tricky here because you've got 3-4 and then an n dash through 3-6. So sometimes they look a little bit funny. But if you do have chapter prefixes on your page numbers, that's where you get it. So let's go back there. Let's go back to the reference page, and you can these are also like lists, like tables of contents. You can actually put literal characters in these on this line here. So for example, if I wanted to surround the page numbers with brackets, or even wanted to put in some kind of a string of text here, we can do that. So let me go back to the body pages and update this. So now the chapter numbers will go away, but now you can see we've got this literal string we added here, the word C, and then we put the page numbers in square brackets. And it does the same thing with the range. It'll say C4-C6 and then C3, comma C4. And you know, you may not always have a need to do this, obviously, but you can do it if you need it. You can add content around the page numbers.